Was it impressive or was it not what Tyreek Hill did on that track over the weekend?
I mean, in my opinion, I would say it's impressive. Like, I mean, honestly, major respect, like for actually getting out there and like actually running. Um, I mean, I don't know who the guys were that he was like actually going up against. Like I mean,
It
I
looked
didn't
like it
even
was
know
me.
I didn't even know they had like a Masters division like for our age. But I would say, especially like for a season opener, I mean, 670. I mean, I don't know when's the last time he actually ran. So I mean, it's pretty impressive to me, honestly.
Yeah, and looking at his body, obviously, sprinters are in incredible shape, but he is carrying around a lot of muscle on him, more
Right.
muscle than you'd probably want, but typically being a track athlete, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, Tyreek Hill, he's an actual like track guy. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, he knew what he was doing, like going to a Masters event, not going up against like real pros who might have a chance of beating him. But I mean, still the time, like for not having competed in a while, is pretty impressive. So, and like you said, like he's a little bit more of a stockier guy. Like he lifts weights for football. Like, he doesn't do like track specific workouts. So I mean, a 670 just coming out there for your first time, like after a few years, in my opinion, it's pretty good. So
So taking all that into account, he's probably a little bigger than he would be if he were competing on a day in day out basis. That he hasn't run in a while. If you got your hands on him or your coaches got your hands on him, what could you turn him into, Christian? I mean, what is a ceiling for a guy like Tyreek Hill? Seeing what we just saw.
what is Tyreek Hill's ceiling? I'm not sure. I don't think he would ever be able to beat me, but I don't know. So who knows?
Well, yeah, I wasn't even suggesting that. I don't know that he could ever get. I mean, could he
Yeah.
run like a 6'6"? Could he run like a 6'5'5"? Is that within grasp?
Oh, time wise, I think
Yeah.
so. I think like if he kept training, and I think like if he actually like dedicated himself to like lifting for track and like set himself up to like actually peak, I think he can get down to the 6'5" low range for sure. Like I think that's within his reach.
I was watching one of your races. I was trying to get a feel for how fast 6'7" was compared to what you do, and I think I was looking at. I don't know if it was from last year or from 2020, but you know, the guy who finished last in the heat ran a 6'7". So for people to sort of get an idea of what that time
Mhm.
at the highest level, that would probably put you near the end of the field, wouldn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, 670, it definitely wouldn't win you many professional meets, and not many college meets either. So I mean, but like I said, it's a season opener, and I think
Yeah.
that's what people fail to realize about track and field is like every time you step out there, it's not going to be a personal record. It's not going to be a best time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You open up with a time, and then like you slowly progress and get faster and faster throughout the season. So like I said, I mean, him just opening up with that time, I mean, it's pretty good, and hopefully he doesn't get discouraged, like, and like actually, continue to train. I would love to see him out there this summer, and love to see him like line up and see what he can do against like some actual competition. So, maybe.
Some actual competition, like maybe you.
Absolutely. I mean, I would be up for the race, man. Like I was saying earlier, like if I was him, I wouldn't take the race, like me personally. But I mean, like I would love to like maybe set something up if we could do like something for charity. But I don't know. I would be down. I would be down for the race. But hopefully he could just line up this summer. And I love the attention that it brings to the sport every time he, one of the football guys actually get out there and test their skills against some real track guys. So maybe he can get out there this summer and maybe test his skills over 100 meters. So I would love to see it.
Yeah, right. We saw, speaking of other athletes, obviously we saw a DK Metcalf run the 100 too. What would you be willing? Would you do 40, 40 yards, 60 meter, 100 meter? I take it you'd feel like you have the advantage in any of those three races against.
Man, I would do any distance. We can go 10 meters, 40 yards, 60 meters, 100, 200, don't matter. I like my odds.
Tell people your 40 time if they haven't seen what you ran the 40 in on social media or on YouTube.
Yeah, that was a few years ago, back when I was at Tennessee. In the media department, we put together a little video and put it out. And I ran 412 the first time. Then I did it again, and I ran 413. So I don't know, but I feel like I'm a little bit better. Like since then, like I was in college at the
Really?
time. So I'm not sure what my 40 time would be, honestly.
Is it possible to get below a 4.1? Could you do like a 4.09, or is that just pushing the human body too far?
No, I don't think so. I think it's possible. I mean, like honestly, like when I ran that time, I wasn't specifically like training for the 40 or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was like right after the indoor national championships. So like we had just built up to try to like peak, and then like we were kind of just like resting for like a week, and then they just asked me to run a 40, and I kind of did it. So it wasn't like I was like at my
Right.
absolute best. You know what I'm saying? And
So you're
so
saying
I think
you casually ran a 4.12 is what you're saying.
I mean, you said it, not me. So yeah.